Trade news. Let's do that. So, lots of port stuff to get through here. Let's start with Dan Houston. He's requested that trade to Victoria finally. Um, there were obviously he said that he might have wanted to stay at Port Adelaide. Everyone thought he was going to go Victoria. No one really knew after that point which way he wanted to go. Seems he wants to go to Victoria, but he's also said that if it isn't facilitated, he is open to staying. With that in mind, Carlton and North seem to be in the box seat. North have a future first rounder that they might look to dish off that could end up in the top five unless they improve drastically by next year. So we'll see where that ends up. Carlton would probably look to facilitate another trade or two to get that done by the end of the trade period, but we will see there. I would love Houston and Carlton, um, but I guess it just depends what can get it done, what Port want, so on and so forth. Um, Jack Lukosius has requested a trade to Port Adelaide from the Gold Coast Suns. I think this is a fantastic deal, not only for Jack, but for Port as well. Um, if we're assuming that Charlie Dixon is on the outer as he gets on a bit, I think a three-man combo of Lukosius, Marshall, and Georgiades is a very good one to build around. I'm unsure what that might mean for a guy like Ollie Lord, perhaps. But also Lukosius is very versatile, like a very versatile player. Can play off half back, wing. He can play key defense probably. There isn't necessarily any guarantee that he plays that forward role. So we'll see. So we'll see. More Port news. Oh boy, if they get all these players that they need to get out for good value and they get all their pieces into place, Port are going to look very good next year. Very good if they get those pieces into place. Ivan Soldo looks to be on the way out as well. Requested a trade after a single year at the Power. Hasn't nominated a club specifically as of yet, but according to Cal Twomey, he does want to get to the Saints, and the Saints want him as well as a partner to Rowan Marshall. We'll see what they can offer St Kilda to get that done because he is contracted, of course, but another interesting one and a good player on his day. So it would be probably a very good trade for the Saints to get done to have that backup, that solid backup for Marshall, who's arguably the best ruck in the league.